Welcome back to 7 News Live at 5. Right now in the upstate, there are more than 700 children who need a foster family. For South Carolina as a whole, it's more like 1,600.
But this month, state lawmakers are voting on some key bills that can help more families become foster parents and also give foster kids a better chance at living normal lives. Tom and Carrie Podler have a full house and even fuller hearts.
We have the love to be able to give another teenager a home, and our kids are on board with it.
They bought this 12-passenger van with the hopes of also becoming foster parents, but state law prohibits that because they already have 5 children in their home.
We learned that South Carolina is #1 in the nation for placing young children ages 12 and under in group care. And we realized that when we heard that we figured there's something that we could do.
So the Podlers connected with other parents across the state in the same situation and helped to draft the Max 5 bill. It raises the household limit to 8. And after a year in the making, it passed both the House and Senate this week. Another piece of legislation that's working its way through the Senate right now is called the Normalcy Bill. Foster parents can't sign their kids up for sports teams, take them across state lines, or even give them a haircut without DSS permission. But this bill would change that.
So this bill is very child-focused. Right out of the gate, we are saying that children are entitled to have normal childhood experiences.
Trey Ingram helped shape the bill, along with Dan Bracken, both foster parents who see a need for change.
We tried to go to Florida last summer, and we put in notice over a month in advance. We finally got approved 8 hours before we were supposed to leave.
That bill goes up for a vote next week, and if there's one thing these families have beyond love, it's hope.
People can make a difference and make a change.
And these children deserve us to speak up for them. And it's been a really neat experience.
Yeah.
It was so great to talk with those families. And the Max 5 bill, by the way, still needs the governor's signature before becoming law. And the Normalcy bill has passed in the House and should come up for a vote in the Senate next Tuesday.
So we're talking about this in the newsroom today, and you're showing me the list of all these things. You can't go get a haircut without permission. The normalcy makes sense when you lay it out like that. What's the other side? Why would that restriction be there in the first place?
Well, that's a great question. I think the other side is because DSS has to go back to the biological parent and ask. And under certain circumstances, like for a haircut, you don't want a kid to go get like a mohawk.
Okay.
So under those circumstances, you can understand that. But the bill specifically says, reasonable decisions there. And most of these, like can a kid go for a sleepover, those are reasonable decisions that they've been unable to make, these foster parents. And by the way, I should say that these bills support not just foster parents, but caregivers in general, so relatives who are also caring for a child.
Yeah, well, I mean, these foster families do so much, and there are not enough of them. So